This is the plaintiff, Brenda Gollard Wiley. She says the defendant, her neighbor of 14 years, is acting like an irresponsible teenager, and she's had it. The defendant's vicious pit bull attacked her poor little puppy, locked down on her, and shook her like a rag doll. Her husband had to hit the dog 3 times with a knife to get the dog to drop her defenseless puppy. Won't pay the vet bills, and that's not fair. She's suing for $1,163.80, the amount she's owed. This is the defendant, Shelley Taylor. She says her dog's not vicious. It's just a dog being a dog because her dog thought the plaintiff's fluffy puppy was a toy. The plaintiff's husband took a machete and stabbed her dog, causing severe injuries. And since both dogs were off their leashes and no one was at fault, she owes nothing. She's accused of having vicious propensities. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $870 for vet bills.
Hey, Brenda Gaylord Wiley?
Yes.
You're suing Shelley Taylor, your neighbor?
Yes.
For $1,163.80 in vet bills that you say are her fault because she did not have control over her dog. You are counterclaiming $870 in vet bills for your dog because you feel the attack, I guess you feel it was her fault and she has to pay for your dog. All right, tell me what happened here.
On February the 8th, on or about around 9 o'clock, my daughter was walking.
In the morning?
At night,
At night.
PM.
Okay.
My daughter went out to walk the dog. Before she can get down the steps with our puppy, her dog came up the street.
Are you a witness to this, or is it your daughter who's a witness?
My daughter's a witness.
Okay, come on up. Let me hear from you. What's your name?
Ioana.
And what's your last name?
Gaylord.
Okay.
It was around 9 o'clock at night, like my mom said, and I was coming outside with my dog, and she was on a leash. And
okay. What kind of leash?
Retractable leash.
Okay.
And before I could even close the door, their dog came from their house onto our porch.
Okay, hold on. The door to the door
to my house.
To your house, which is the front door to your house
Right.
you're talking about?
Right.
Okay, you had her on a leash, and before you could close the door, you're outside on the porch
My
area?
dog was outside on the porch area.
Okay, and how long was the retractable leash at that moment? Was it in, was it out, was it
It was out, but it wasn't far out.
How far was the dog from you?
Like right about there.
Okay, that's about 6 feet, 7 feet away. All right,
Okay.
and then what happens?
And then before I could close the door, their dog came charging down the street, and next thing I know, my dog's in their dog's mouth.
Your dog is in their dog's mouth, and physically, where are the dogs? And your front
At first, they were on it's steps and it's a slope, and they were on the slope.
Okay, but it's on your property?
Right, it's on my property.
Okay, and their dog is coming from how far away?
2 houses away.
So what kind of dog do you have?
I have a Shih Tzu.
And what kind of dog do you have?
American Bull Terrier.
Okay, go ahead.
After that, I started to scream, and my dad came out, and they took over from there.
Come on up, Dad, if you mind. Can you two switch?
Actually, Ioana came in the house screaming. She said the dog, whatever the dog's name is, that's Pebbles, and she's killing Pebbles. I go outside, and the dog's owner, or whoever, Gio, he was standing. I don't know what to do.
Who's Gio?
And she has Pebbles
Gio,
in the
come on
side.
up, please.
She's shaking Pebbles like a rag doll. And I said, Gio, get it off. And he wouldn't off. So I went up and I started punching this dog because he wouldn't let go. And every time I reached to punch the dog.
American Terrier is a type of pit bull? Okay.
Okay.
There's the clamp. They don't let go.
Right. When I reached for it, she'd shake Pebbles at me. I punched the dog in the head like 4 or 5 times. By that time, Brenda's come outside. I tell Ioana to go get a baseball bat. One thing I was really meaning my axe handle, but it was in my truck. She said, what are you talking about? I said, well, go get the machete out of the house. I took the flat part of the machete because I wasn't going to cut this dog. I'm just not.
Okay, the flat part meaning the metal flat part?
Yes.
Or the butt?
No, the metal flat part. And
Okay.
I hit the dog like this, not trying to hurt it, just on the back, like that. And I hit it maybe 4 times, and the dog just never let go. I kept hitting, and then all of a sudden, Shelley came from nowhere, and they're pulling at the dog, and the poor dog's side is just bursting with blood.
Okay, how did you guys unlock the dog?
She let
found
go on her
Pandora.
own.
And so I grabbed I tried to grab Pebbles, but she ran up under her car. She was frightened at that point. And one of the neighbors asked, did we want them to call the cops? And we said, yeah. So I filed a police report as well.
All right.
We were separated. They took our stories and asked us to make sure we take the dogs to the vet. And that's what we did.
Okay, and then you ended up with a $1,163.80 vet bill.
Yes.
All right, did you make any efforts to collect?
Yes.
Had she ever said anything?
No.
Did you guys have a good relationship as
We have
neighbors,
a
or you
very
didn't
good
really know each
relationship.
other?
Very good. I've been knowing Miss Taylor for at least 14 years.
So you were actually friends?
Yes, we're still friends as far as I'm concerned. I'm not angry with her. I just want her to pay the vet bill.
So did you ever walk up to her and say?
I wrote her, the next day on the 9th, I wrote her a letter telling her that we needed to talk about this because I had a vet bill that was,
Exorbitant.
So I didn't hear anything from her. I saw her son on several occasions, and he explained to me, he said, my mom is sorry. She said she'll pay the bill. I told him, I said, I need to hear that from your mom. I haven't heard from her.
What's going on? Why are you avoiding them? What happened that day, first of all?
Hello, Your Honor. I'm not avoiding Brenda. I'm not avoiding anything. There are a series of comedies of events here that
aren't too funny?
Yeah, that are too funny. Coming from the recording studio with the artist that I represent, who is here today and is also a witness, Mr. Money Mink. As soon as I pulled into the driveway, I wanted to make it quick because we had something else to do. We had another venue. I parked into the driveway. I called my son out. And when he did come out, I saw the screen open again, and Pandora came out. As soon as I recognized that Pandora was out, I brought it to his attention. She came to the car. But at that moment, what I saw was my driveway is approximately 500 feet from their driveway, and that chain does go far. And the dogs have never interacted. However, that day, I believe that maybe their dog got a little too far. I believe she was off the chain, and Pansy got to her. And there's something that they said. They said
but then
that
if what you're saying is right, then the dog attack happens on your property and not theirs. Where did it happen?
I would say that they stay right out on their sidewalk and between the other house, which is between our two houses.
Gio?
Coming outside, I noticed that Pandora's she's out, so I'm trying to get her.
How did
she's
she get
happy.
out?
She's happy that my mom's home. She's jumping in the car.
Right, but how did Pandora even get out?
The screen.
What does that mean?
Locked.
The screen? Did you left it open, or she can push it with her head?
I didn't push it. I didn't push it all the way closed. That was my mistake.
Okay, I got you. So then what happens? She comes out.
Then I see my dog attacking.
Okay, but where does that attack happen?
It's on their slope.
On their slope of their house, of their property.
Thank you.
If your dog's off a leash, are you automatically responsible if the dog gets in a fight?
Yes, very much so. I would say so, yes.
But dogs are dogs. I mean, they get in a fight. Are you automatically responsible?
Well, yeah, they don't control themselves, so definitely you're responsible. Huh?
That's a good point, because you can control them with a
leash.
Exactly, going inside the courtroom.
Did you ever say to them, yes, I'm going to pay this bill, or send the word through Gio that you were going to pay?
Yeah, I told him I would take care of it
Okay,
when
but then
I
you
came
didn't.
back out of
And so
town.
what's your defense?
I think that I have x-rays that prove that there was equal damage done to both dogs.
Okay.
And I have x-rays here.
Okay.
Of how far the puncture wound went into the dog. And I think that had they not done things the way they had handled
Their dog
it,
would be dead?
No, their dog would not have been dead. Like I said, Pandora's a show dog. I came here and said she's a show dog. She's trained to listen to my command. What everybody is forgetting is that I came and unclamped Pandora once everyone calmed down. I gave her the command, and how she got away was I was able to get her off their dog. That was what it was. No one was able to let me give the command. I told Jill to step back. I asked Brenda, her husband, to step back in that commotion to allow me to give her the command. No one allowed me to, so I grabbed her, unclamped her, and I took her into the garage.
Okay, but why would they have to pay for your bills because your dog got loose?
The puncture wounds to her lungs.
Right, I know, but he didn't do things to your dog other than try to get your dog to stop killing his dog. He did what anybody else would do when they're watching their dog be eaten alive. He's trying not to have the dog dead. Now, can you tell me what I'm supposed to see?
Those are the 2 stab wounds into the dog's lungs.
Come on over here.
I'm sorry.
Just right in that corner, man, please.
So you're saying he used the knife part?
Yeah, the blade went into the lung area, caused a lot of damage and bleeding.
I'm surprised she lived through that.
She actually, the bill was $1,500, Your Honor. But I didn't want to bring that. I've been paying on it, so I bought what was left.
You could bring it all you want. You could bring a $400 million bill, but you don't really think I'm going to make those people pay for it, right?
Yeah.
I understand.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and go back to the podium. Here's what's going to happen, okay? This is the dog?
Yes, that's Pandora, showing you that she's not a vicious
This is the dog dressed as a ladybug?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why the dog's mad.
That's why the dog's mad.
Also, Your Honor, there was another witness that was there that day.
That what?
That was able to see the picture from a different snapshot.
Based on what I've heard from you and your son already, there's no defense. I mean, the dog got loose. It's an accident. That's why we call it an accident.
Okay. Thank you.
You know, nobody meant for it to happen. But then you got to make good. And the worst part about everything I heard, because the animals are animals, okay? The leaving the door open was an accident. The worst part about everything I heard is how you didn't just go make good on it. And if you can't afford to make good on it immediately, tell them, listen, I'm so sorry, I don't have the 1,101 shot. Can I pay you? Here's 400. Let me pay you. That's the worst part of everything I heard. That's the part that was in your control. Showing a bit of empathy was within your control. According to her, she misses you. She misses her neighbor. She can't believe you haven't even asked about the dog.
She actually thought she was dead. When she did finally ask my daughter, she said, I'm sorry, Pebbles is deceased. And Nicole told her she's not deceased. But,
Did she get happy at least? When she found out it wasn't deceased? Here, take the x-ray, pay the bill, okay? I find in favor of the plaintiffs in the amount of the $1,163.80 plus your court costs, of course, that you had to file in order to get that money. And as for your counterclaim, for the reasons we have discussed here at length, my answer is 0. Good luck, folks.
thank you. My picture's back. Let me get my picture.
Well, let's check with the defendant about the outcome of this case, what she's thinking, and what you think about you might do in the future here to avoid this from happening again.
Well, I don't have to worry about it anymore. I've kind of changed my kind of dog lover style. Pandora's been adopted, and we'll be looking to get a Shih Tzu ourselves.
Oh, so you're going to a different breed.
Yeah, going to a different breed, less problems.
All right, that's not a bad move. Do you regret not showing more compassion to your neighbor sooner?
Yeah, I told Brenda that I would be over there, and I thought I showed like phone calls and trying to keep up with them. But you have to understand it was probably a very emotional situation for the both families.
Is that a yes? You do regret?
Yeah, I do regret it. I think I've said that. Yes, I do regret it.
All right, thank you
you
very much. All right, you head right down there. So come on in here. Are you satisfied now that this thing is finally over, or is it?
Yes, it's over.
Right over here next to her, sir, okay? It's over between, this incident?
Yes, this incident is over.
How about the friendship?
I don't have any animosity, for her. I still like her as a person.
If she had shown that compassion sooner to you, come right out, and you knew she was empathetic and compassionate, would you have handled this differently?
Well, I would have hoped she would have paid the vet bill, and if not, then I would have had to take her to court, so. Yeah.
How is the pooch?
Oh, she's doing great now. She's better.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Let's go to Harvey.
The leash law is pretty much determinative in cases like this, that if your dog is not in an enclosed area of your property, the dog has to be on a leash, and you're responsible for what happens if the dog is not. And that will do it for this case. Litigants, for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.